Hey there, folks, and welcome to the Game Jam 2020 showcase. Today we are talking about the Melrose Game Jam. Folks, today we've had a lot of teams working really hard to make games since Monday. They've done everything that they've made tonight that you'll see all this week. So they didn't learn anything about the theme of this week, which we'll get to in just a second. So you guys have an idea of what we're looking for. Um, they didn't know that until Monday this afternoon, and so it's been really cool to see them work. This is our second annual Game Jam, so we've done one. Last year was all in person, but this year we had to go fully online. So it's been a challenge for everyone, but I think we've got some really cool games to show you guys today. Without any further ado, I'm going to introduce you guys to Juan Rivera from the Melrose Center. Sorry, I muted. We're having a mic competition here. A mute competition. Juan, how you doing? How did you feel about this year's Game Jam?
I think it went pretty well considering, everything that we've had to deal with or whatever. I want to thank all the participants for, having a good time and joining us for this. So this is the first year, like he said, that we have to do it online. And what we're going to do here in just a little bit is we're going to allow the participants who submitted a game to go ahead and let everybody that is listening let them know about their game and everything like that. And after this showcase, we're going to allow the public to just vote for their favorite games on the website. So we'll provide a link so that you guys can just click on it and just join us on the Game Jam page and vote for your favorite games. And tomorrow at noon, we're going to announce the winner to the participants themselves. Okay, so welcome to this live stream, and we're going to go ahead. I want to give back to Josh so he can go ahead and start announcing the participants and their games.
Yeah, awesome one. Thank you so much for helping me out and getting with the bringing everyone in the Melrose Center, and Juan did such a cool job this week. Before the Game Jam, we had a boot camp for folks who had never made a game before, and it can kind of be intimidating to make a game for the first time. So Juan set up a boot camp to make their own 3D game. The Melrose Center regularly offers video game making classes. And we've been doing so online as well, but in person as well, you'll get a chance to do all that stuff. So definitely check out the Melrose Center on the OTLS site. If you've never been to the Melrose Center, it's a really, really cool place to go and really just do anything tech related. We've got a photo lab, a video studio, Juan makes games there. We have all the editing bays. We've got sound recording booths. A whole audio studio with the full boards and a place to record your band's music. So a really, really cool resource that you have for free with the OCLS library and the Melrose Center.
Yeah, right now we're not open to the public because of everything that's going on, but we're hoping to be able to open soon. In the meantime, we are offering a lot of our resources online. A lot of the education opportunities that we offer at the Melrose Center are all being offered online. So,
yeah, it's really, really cool what we've been doing to change and evolve the landscape happening right now. So that's really cool. But I kind of want to see some of these games. And first off, we have one of our first submissions from Dennis. So, Dennis, do I have you here? I think I've added you.
I think so.
Hey, how you doing?
Just fine.
Excellent. Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about your game? I'll go ahead and share the screen, just so you can start with a name, and we can just talk about why you created it.
Well, theme was socializing due to what's going on in the world, and when all this started. Basically, my escape was going surfing, and you can socialize with people. You're out in the open. You're getting exercise, and you're generally spread out.
Yeah.
So
no, definitely. Yeah, it's been really cool to play, and one of the coolest things that I thought about your game is you've actually added a multiplayer element to the game itself. Can you tell about what you built the game in, what engine you built the game in, and kind of how you got all that stuff implemented in just a week?
Yeah, well, I used Unity and Photon, Photon 2, I think. And actually, I'll probably end up putting a link to I found a class online where a guy really describes how to use Photon. And once the original game was working, I think it was only like probably 3 or 4 hours to follow his step-by-step instructions to implement Photon.
Yeah.
And it's pretty rushed and pretty glitchy, but I mean, I think that's kind of its charm when you're playing those flying off the screen. And,
absolutely, that is that's the spirit of the game jam. Just the focus on just kind of just trying something out and trying something for the first time. It's really really cool you did, and it's cool that you're able to kind of implement part of your own story into the game too. Surfing being an escape for you, and just making it so that folks who haven't ever surfed before can kind of jump in online and get in on the wave. So that's really cool, Dennis. Do you have anything else you want to say about the game?
I mean, I left when I was experimenting. I left the sliders in just because as I was tweaking, I was trying to find, trying to fine tune it to make it so it would seem to handle naturally. And it was just kind of funny the things I would get when I turned my torque up or allowed the player to lean too far forward. Just jacking with the physics was as more fun than playing a game. Just seeing the weird stuff that happens when you turn your physics too far one way or another.
Yeah, I know. I was having fun just like messing with the gravity and like the torque and just like figuring out like what is the best thing to like really like surf like you think you like surfing feels, and then also figuring out the best thing to really just chuck your guy around the wave and see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share the link to the games here. We've got 3 entries into the contest, so we'll have if you guys have any questions in the chat about any of the games, feel free to type those in the comments, and we can either get to them during the submissions if you type them early enough, or just have a little bit of time at the end as long as everyone is still here. So really cool game, Dennis, and yeah, thanks so much for coming out and playing. Making games with us. It's been really
cool. If I tell you this, man, it's just like I'm having just a really good time, just kind of sliding around, and I can see where the invention of this game can be totally really cool. Like if you were to add some, the multiplayer aspect of it is really cool. And if you have a couple people surfing in the same game, and maybe have some certain goals that they have to get, maybe bump around, maybe they can help each other around. Just the competition aspect of it. It looks really cool, and it feels really cool to me.
So definitely check that out. And thanks again, Jacob. You can go live right now. There's a few of us actually already in the room, so you can see the multiplayer aspect in all of its glory. So it's really cool to spin around and have a good time. So thanks a lot, Dennis. And we'll get back to you towards the end of the event if you're still here with us. But yeah, thanks a lot for jamming with us.
Well, yeah, thanks for holding it. And Juan, the class was great the last week and a half.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, really, really cool. And this is just part of kind of what the Melrose Center has offered. So I'm gonna pull you guys from the chat, and here, Dennis, we'll get back to you towards the end of the event. So the next game we have to bring up is called Lost Letters. It's made by its creator is Jacob W, another solo team. So let's bring him on to the stream. Jacob, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Josh?
I'm excellent. So what can you tell us about Lost Letters? What kind of brought you to play the game here? I'll bring it up on the stream so everyone can see it.
Awesome. So this is just a general platformer You can see I'm kind of moving around and stuff there. Where you can collect gems. The objective of the game is to actually collect these letters, which is why it's called Lost Letters. I'm going to see if I can actually, there we go. I was able to create a single level just in this last week. Everything is functional. Like that was kind of my my goal in this game jam. I actually did get to participate in the game jam last year and also create a platformer. But we didn't, in the team that time, we didn't get to really get any, like the proof of concept completed. So I was like, okay, if I can get a concept actually out there, like I'm happy. And so the idea of the Lost Letters came on the night that we were kind of given the socializing information. And I was thinking about how difficult socializing has been over the last year, and how like virtual experiences, like I guess finding creative ways to communicate and still like maintain some sort of community or like social life really came to mind for me. So it was this idea of, okay, I guess email or social media would be kind of the letter of today, but it's that basic idea of another world where you want to get this information out there, but there's obstacles in the way. And so the enemies in this game are kind of meant to be like the virus keeping normal people from being able to send that information out and have that social life. So the player is acting as sort of the courier who can go from point A to point B with the letters.
That's a really cool distillation of the concept of socializing. I mean, the mail is like, I mean, coming in clutch for so many folks now. People who don't want to have to, not even just the one mail, but make sure you can get like groceries delivered now, and like the people who are carrying out food and getting gifts and things online, and being able to like still have that is such a cool thing. And the fact that the courier, whoever that may be, is able to just get through all the troubles there is something that is definitely applaudable. So I think it's a really cool concept, Jacob, and I think it looks gorgeous. I really like the art style that you chose. What kind of led you to that? How did you kind of come through that?
My experience with gaming in general, or like game creation, is actually from like Dungeons and Dragons mostly. And so, I typically have like whenever I'm creating a concept or something, I have a lot of backstory. And of course, if anyone's ever played D&D before, you know that if you're in charge of that story, everyone's not going to get to see all of that. So the general concept, the general art style was supposed to be kind of like, a forest, maybe working with like demons or something like that. And I think I would actually do more with it, given the time with this game, and make it more feel, with like grass and maybe more trees in the background and stuff like that. But I just wanted to get the general concept of you're in nature, kind of in the wild, and you never know what's going to happen out there.
It's really cool, and the platformer games are near and dear to me because I grew up with like Sega, when Sega Masters first came out, and was it Nintendo, the original Nintendo, and then Nintendo 64 and all that stuff. And back then, a lot of these games were all platformer games, that you played back then. So I really love the concept, and I'm glad a lot of these platforming games stuck around, and they still are making a comeback too, and especially in the indie community. But I really like the physics on this game that you have. I got a chance to play it, and the way that you jump and everything like that just feels really, really comfortable. It's not jarring or anything like that. So I think you did a really good job there designing those physics and everything. So good job there.
Awesome.
And thank you very much. That's really cool.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it grow. Like I can see where it's going, so I can't wait to see it grow. So it was really cool.
Yeah, I'd love to do more with it, and continue to work on this game. I was using a Construct 3, which is a game development software that everything's in the browser. I don't have to worry too much about the coding. I did create like the logic of the game, but it makes adding animations, it makes adding those movements and those physics really easy. So I only mention that because if there are people out there who, like me, have always wanted to create a game, and are like, okay, I don't even know where to begin. Construct 3 is one of those applications that is very accessible.
Sweet. Yeah, that's definitely something for us. I'll definitely be checking it out after the game because it's just cool that after the jam itself. Because it just seems like a way to do some of those ideas that I've been having up and stuff I've been complaining about in games. Maybe you can make something that's a way that the game that you want to make and play. So that's really awesome, Jacob. You got any final words for us before we move on to the last submission?
I think the only thing I'll mention is, as people are playing the game, if you do hit the enemies, you will die and restart. But if you fall off the level, you're gonna have to just reload the page. Didn't get that far, just so people know, they're like, okay, what happens now? Reload the page and you can start over.
No, and I definitely had to do that a couple times because I am terrible at platformers. It turns out.
I made it the first try.
Oh, all right, Juan.
Whoa, okay.
Well, cool. Thanks a lot, Jacob, for coming in and jamming with us. It's been really cool to see your game. Just having an actual finished concept. Last year the game looks gorgeous and it had some really cool elements and things like that. But it's cool to see one that is fully functioning and working out really well. So thanks a lot for coming this year. We'll see if we have any more to hear from you at the end of the event if anyone has any questions. So we've got one final submission, so the final submission is here from Nick, who was actually participated in last year, and he actually made a sequel to his game from the original Melrose Game Jam, Lucid Dreams. So I'm going to bring on Nick here, and we can talk to him about his game. Nick, hey, how you doing?
Hey, Aiden.
How
Great.
you doing, Nick?
I'm tired. I haven't slept at all, so.
So making it a week long didn't help. Last year was only 48 hours or over a weekend. Making it a week long didn't help the fact that you had to stress to get it done.
Well, it was actually my fault because during the first 2 days, I kind of basically was lazy. I didn't really do much. It's my fault, but at least I got the game done.
Yeah, you did. That's awesome. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I just finished it like 2 minutes before the deadline.
Yeah. So Nick coming in with the it wouldn't be a game jam without last second submission squeaking through the door. So we're happy to see it. So Nick, why don't you pull your game up and we can share it to the stream and have everyone see it.
All right. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Right. So this is Lucid Dreams 2. Is a sequel to Lucid Dreams from last year. Short plot synopsis about the first game. You play as a girl named Cassidy who was suffering from bullying, and she has thoughts of suicide, but she went to a lucid dream, and I caused her to basically learn, hey, don't let bullying hinder your life, and move, go forth, and basically live on. And basically, the second game takes place basically right after she wakes up. So let's get started. So I'm gonna read the text. So Cassidy, hello, my name is Cassidy. I was about to end my life, but a lucid dream saved me. And there's some grammar mistakes, so my apologies.
Oh, no worries.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
For a while now, I've been suffering from bullying, and I plan to end my life. I planned on ending my life, but I went into a lucid dream the night before I planned to do it, and it saved my life, and it taught me not to let bullying hinder my life. Now I live a life happily and not fearing bullying. Then one night, while sleeping, it happened again. I was in another lucid dream. This time, I woke up in a dark void, and then an old man appeared. Hello, Cassidy. It's been a while. You're probably wondering why you're in another lucid dream. Well, it's because of me. I brought you into this lucid dream and the previous lucid dream you had. The reason why I brought you into another lucid dream is because there's others who are suffering from bullying. And they plan on ending their lives the next day. I need your help to save these lives. So can you do this so they can have the same outcome as it did voice crack, sorry. So will you help me? Well, since you saved my life and it has led me to having a happy life I have now, I owe you, so I will help you. Good. I appreciate your help, Cassidy. Now go on. Save those lives. And there I was, off to save bullied lives and misspelled. Sorry. Alright, here's the first level. It is a carnival. And there's this kid here. So let's talk to her. I need something to cuddle with. So one of the big features of this game is basically you have to there's one character per level and you need to talk to them and figure out what they need. So if we go to the left here, we see a teddy bear. Is that something we can cuddle with? Or is that? Let's keep looking. I like the music. That's weird. Anyway. And here's some popcorn. Is this something we should cuddle with? Can we cuddle with? Or no? Well, popcorn you eat, so no.
Some people cuddle with popcorn.
Yeah.
So let's get this paper. And if you see a blue prop print, it's basically a reference to Blue's Clues because I was watching Blue's Clues while filming this game. Sorry, nostalgia. Anyways, so now that we collected an item, we have to talk to the girl again. Oh, and she says, thank you. Cassie says, what's going on? My friends are bullying me because I'm bad at carnival games. Listen, Natalia, sorry. Don't let your friends push you around for being bad at carnival games. It's just for fun. Don't let their comments bother you and talk to them and to tell them that they're being mean to you. Thank you so much. I feel better. You're welcome. Alright, next level. I don't know why the music wasn't working. Alright, so the character of this level is basically a monster.
Sweet.
He says, "I need a friend."
No.
Nicholas, while you're kind of playing along, we can like let people like read along and stuff like that. You can keep playing in the background if you'd like, but we can.
Sorry, I clicked on the comments.
Yeah. Keep the game running in the background. I can look through the comments and stuff like that. But what do you use to your games have this like unique look about them? What's the engine that you're using? What kind of inspired the art style? What's
most of the assets were hand drawn and then colored in Photoshop. But some of the assets that we saw earlier in that carnival tent, those were made in Photoshop exclusively.
Cool.
But most of it is hand drawn and then colored in Photoshop.
Right on. And do you use do you like scan your own photos into there, like your own paper drawings, or do you draw them fully on like a laptop or on a tablet?
No, basically I draw it first on paper and then I scan it.
Sweet. Yeah, it's cool. I really like it. Looks like a very personal style. Like I like that about these games. It really, you can see the person who created it. Really, you behind the game. So that's really neat. So why did you want to create like a sequel to Lucid Dreams 2 this year? What inspired you to do that?
When we were first doing like pitches, I was thinking of either like this carnival game where you try to get obese, or immediately thinking of a sequel to Lucid Dreams, and of course, I obviously picked Lucid Dreams, a sequel to it.
No, it's really cool, and I really want people to play the games and kind of experience them. I was wondering is Lucid Dreams still up on itch.io? Is that somewhere?
Yeah, it's still up.
It's still up.
It's on my page, and it's on the 2019 on Melrose Game Jam page.
Oh yeah, cool. So if you go on to perfect, right? You have a few of your games on here. So for folks that didn't know, you can go and click on the creator of the games. So if you wanted to see their pages, if they've made anything on itch.io, I don't know if anyone here, we can bring them back in just a sec, if anyone has made their own games in itch before, but you can look at their history. So you can play through, if you like this one, you can play through last year's, or you can play through last year's first and all of Nick's games throughout time. So Nick, I don't. Yeah, we can finish up. Finish
No, I was letting you speak.
Yeah.
Oh, he says you're just like the rest. Oh, so basically that means we got the wrong item, so we have to do the level over again.
I like your concept, and I like the the whole thing about bullying. I think actually helping my daughter write a paper right now about bullying. So it is a big thing, especially during these times. Maybe not so much in schools like it used to be, but it is something that we have to deal with. And I like the fact that when you're talking about what this character is going through and how this character is dealing with the bullying, you can think of other people going through similar situations and how they're dealing with it and stuff like that. So it's a cool, not cool, but it's a problem that is good to have, something to help you deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Definitely good to have representation.
Right, so he died. So let's again.
Okay. And yeah, let's just run through the end of this level here, Nick, if that's cool, and then we'll let people play on their own because they totally should and experience the whole game themselves. But yeah, I kind of want to see what happens with this dragon. So.
And for as you see, like how the music gone out, it's a glitch. It's a bug that I couldn't fix in time. So don't worry, it's gonna be all patched. I'm gonna basically release a new version of the game, and it will be fixed. And also, we had some leftover assets we didn't put in, so I'll put that in there and also fix the grammar and stuff. And also, oh god dang it. So Josh, as you probably know, I said like there's gonna be 5 levels in this game during like the pitch, but since due to time constraints, those 2 levels were cut. So I'm planning to basically make DLC for this game.
Cool. And will it just update automatically on the itch page?
Yeah, basically I'll release a new version of the game.
Cool. So yeah, keep your guys' eyes out on the game. Here, I'm gonna share. I'm gonna go ahead and share these links again. Everyone, if you want to play these games, if you haven't seen it yet, please click on that link. We've got a lot of cool. The 3 submissions that we saw today. Everyone, worked hard on these games, and we'd like to have you guys play them and see how they run. It's pretty neat. And yeah. Start.
Try talking.
And yeah.
So basically, what it did was it loaded an old save. Basically, after we talked to the dragon, basically it would saved and then it loaded that back up. And now since we in the previous first attempt we got like a monster figure when he basically a friendship bracelet because he wants a friend. We just need to go grab that bracelet and not just grab any other item. Besides,
no worries.
Of course, the essence of happiness, which is basically the health.
Gotcha.
Basically, to avoid this monster figure and all these enemies. Fucking hit. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is the bracelet. Now we have to walk all the way back.
Let's see if you make it this time.
Yeah. Hopefully.
It's a challenging game with the creator.
Thank you. What's going on? I'm too scary. Everyone who approaches me gets scared away, and everyone is bullying me for it. Sorry, Blue Grammar. Well, I approached you, and I didn't get scared away, and getting grammar. Now we're friends. Yeah, we're friends. Listen, Monster, you need to be more approachable, and you can't let people bully you. You're right, friend. Thank you. You're welcome. And here's the last level.
All right, and I want people to experience this one for them themselves. So let's let's bring the folks back in from the jam. We can talk about that. Thank you so much, Nick. It's always
You're welcome.
cool to see people coming back. I like I love the fact that people wanted to come back again this year. So and also Jacob, you coming back as well, and Dennis, thanks for joining us. He's audio. Dennis, you're audio only, but you're in the stream now as well. But yeah, thank you all so much for participating in the second annual Game Jam. You have anything else you wanted to mention before we go? We can kind of go in order here. Starting with Dennis. Dennis, did you have anything else you wanted to mention to people playing the game?
No, nice job, guys. I'm good.
Yeah, right on.
Thank you, Dennis. I just want to. Oh, go ahead, Jacob. Go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, I think I gave everyone the fair warning of falling off the platform already. Not much more to add about the game, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm glad to have been able to do this again. I hope to do it next year as well. And this has been an entry point for me creating games, so it's been a blast.
Awesome.
And Nick, finally on to you.
No, I just look forward to next year's.
Sweet, yeah.
Even though it was not in person, but the second one was still fun.
Awesome.
We're hoping to have those late nights in the Melrose Center again.
Definitely.
A lot of fun. And Juan, we'll bring it back to you guys. And thank you all so much for the participants, Jacob, Nicholas, Dennis. All you guys did such a cool job, great job. And yeah, everyone in the audience, go play their games. They're all free to play and hang out. So thanks a lot, guys, and we'll bring it back. Just
can you share? You shared the link for the Game Jam, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So everybody, please make sure you let your friends know that to go and vote and let us know, and then we're gonna tally up the votes tomorrow, and we'll see you in the Discord channel to let you know. Thank you, Robert. I see Robert saying that he never finished his game, but he still enjoyed it. And Bon Chen as well. Thank you very much for the kind words. And you'll have a good one. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, and thanks everyone in the audience for watching. And yeah, play the games. We're stoked to have these game jams. It's a lot of fun for me, and it's a cool learning experience for both. For me especially. I'm already a pro at making games, but it's good to learn a little bit about how these things how the sausage is made. So thanks to everyone watching. Thanks to all the participants. Whether you finished the game or not, we really appreciate it. We hope you had some fun and learned something. And yeah, definitely keep an eye for next year's Game Jam. It's going to be a blast. All right. Have a good one, everyone. Bye. Gotta throw up the...
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to be the first to find out when we have new fun and informative videos for you. Orange County Library System is your place to learn, grow, connect.